Okay.
Hey, what's up, Joe?
What's going on?
George, Harrigan, Kit Brantley.
Joseph? What do you go by, Joe or Joe?
To 26-letni Joe Roberts. To on stał się głównym podejrzanym w zaginięciu 45-letniej Brittany Tavar. Nie wiedział jednak, że przesłuchiwali go najlepsi detektywi z Florydy. Przelecieli przez cały kraj, aby dowiedzieć się, co tak naprawdę stało się z zaginioną kobietą. Brittany miała bardzo dobrą reputację. Znana była z tego, że każdemu chciała pomóc. Mieszkała w St. Augustine na Florydzie, korzystając częściowo z rodzinnego wsparcia i często bywała w Oceanside Serenata Beach Club. 5 lipca 2010 roku była na imprezie w tym klubie i to było ostatnie miejsce, gdzie ją widziano. Na tamten czas Brittany toczyła też sprawę sądową przeciwko sąsiadce. Miała stawić się w sądzie 6 lipca, ale nie przyszła. Przyjaciele szybko zorientowali się, że coś jest nie w porządku. Samochód Brittany zniknął. Nikt nie otwierał drzwi, więc weszli do środka. Dom był pusty. Tego samego dnia Brenda, znajoma Brittany, zgłosiła jej zaginięcie. W domu zauważono dwie podejrzane rzeczy. Przesuwne drzwi były lekko uchylone, a klimatyzacja działała. Brittany zawsze zamykała mieszkanie wychodząc i zwracała uwagę na takie rzeczy. Do tego zniknęły jej dwa psy. Nie było pewne, czy zabrała je ze sobą, czy wyszły przez uchylone drzwi, ale to komplikowało sprawę. Kilka dni później jeden z psów znaleziony został w Hopkins w Karolinie Południowej, ponad 300 mil dalej, i był pokryty czerwonymi plamami, które mogły być krwią. W domu zniknęły też karty kredytowe Brittany, jej biżuteria i samochód.
Sorry to pull you out in the evening. We kind of had some stuff going on, so we didn't get to it till now.
Okay.
But I appreciate you meeting. You are in custody. So before we get started, I do have to read you Miranda.
Okay.
I know the patrol guys did, I guess, yesterday, right, when they talked to you. But let me read this to you, and then we'll talk if you're cool with that, and I'll answer any questions you have. You have the following rights under the United States Constitution. You do not have to make a statement. Are you from here, Joe?
I lived in Seattle for a while when I was growing up, like grade school, beginning of middle school.
Mm-hmm.
But I was actually born in Wisconsin and went to high school in Indiana. So
okay, so kind of all over the place.
Yeah.
So somewhat familiar with the area, but not thoroughly familiar, I guess you could say.
Exactly.
How long have you been in Seattle? Recently, I guess
now.
you could say.
About 4 months, I'd say, almost, maybe.
Okay. And you say you're originally from Wisconsin?
Yeah. I was born in Wisconsin. I have never spent any real time there ever since I was like 5, so I don't really remember it.
Okay. So where were you actually raised then, would you say?
Here in Indiana.
Here in Indiana?
Yeah.
All right. Where out in Indiana?
Indianapolis, a little area called Broad Ripple.
Okay. Yeah. Family there still?
Yeah, my aunt lives there.
Okay. Mom and dad in the picture?
No.
No. All right. Sorry about that. I don't mean to press any bad buttons, so to speak.
It's long, old history, you know, whatever.
I got you. Well, what brings you to Seattle?
I was looking for change. The old friend, and I don't know, just I needed change, so.
Old friend?
Yeah, old friend I hadn't talked to in a long time. Hit me up and so we got to talking, and I came up to here to see her, and that was about it.
A female friend?
Mm-hmm.
It's always women that make us run all over the country, right?
Yeah, they do. They do tend to do that.
Yeah, I gotcha. Well, how did you get up here?
I drove.
You drove?
Yeah.
What? Do you have a vehicle, or you borrowed somebody's vehicle, or what?
I borrowed somebody's vehicle.
Okay. And whose vehicle was that?
Girl named Brittany.
Brittany from
Florida.
Florida. What's her last name?
Tavar.
Okay.
Na początku policja brała pod uwagę, że mogła odejść sama, więc prześledzili transakcje na jej karcie. Okazało się, że karta była używana po jej zniknięciu. Jedna z transakcji prowadziła do okolic Wyoming. Z nagrania z bankomatu wynikało, że mężczyzna używał jej karty i jeździł jej samochodem. Przyjaciołom kobiety ten sam mężczyzna był znany. Widziano go z nią na jednej z imprez, a dodatkowo mieszkał w jednym z jej wolnych pokoi.
And where's that vehicle now?
It's still here. I'm assuming that's what this warrant is about.
Yeah, I mean, obviously. I figured you knew what it was about. I don't mean to beat around the bush,
no,
but
I'm assuming that's what it's about.
because obviously, I'm sure she's wanting her vehicle back. I guess is the problem.
Yeah. So, I still. I mean, it's still here. I don't have access to it anymore. It's. Well, it was up by the library, so.
The library, where?
North one, north side, or northeast library.
Okay. What happened? I mean,
I locked the keys in it.
so you just left it? Had you seen it after that happened, or did something happen to it, or did you see it? Do you know that it's still sitting there?
I think it's still sitting there. It's as far as I know. It's only happened a couple months ago. I mean,
okay.
So it might have.
Well, what's your thought process on this whole issue with these charges? I mean, did she know you had the vehicle?
She knew I had the vehicle. I can understand. There was issues, and so I don't get the $500,000 warrant, and I haven't been able to get a hold of her ever, so I don't know what's going on.
Well, what can we do to make it right? I mean,
I have no idea.
Well, tell me this: who is she to you? I mean, how do you?
She was just a friend. We met in a Barnes and Noble, and she wanted to start up a business, and I was in a real rut down in Florida, and I said okay. And then she goes and buys me a computer so that we can get this business started, right? And I'm like, great, let's get it going. She lets me move into her house and start up to help her start up this company. Except the problem is that once I start getting going on this, I'm the one starting up the entire thing. And while she's helping me out a lot, it didn't work out because she didn't want to do anything at all for it. And it started,
all the work.
He kept it changing from, oh, I'll help you with this to I'll help you with it. And so it didn't end up working out. Long story short, I was like, this isn't working out. We got in a huge fight on a Monday, a huge argument. And it was, I don't know, just basically about all this. And I was like, look, is there any way we can work out something else? Can I? And I was like, look, I have a friend in Seattle. I'd like to get to Seattle. Can I go to Seattle? And is there any way you can help me get to Seattle? And she was like, okay, yeah, you can take my car and go to Seattle. And I was like, great, thank you, and I will pay you back. And so, and she let me use her car and her cell phone. And I got in the car and cell phone with the cell phone, and I took off. And then a couple of days later, and she gave me her debit card as well, so that I would have gas money, and so that I'd have gas money. And I honestly, I used it for a couple other things too, but food occasionally, and was it, I think. And then, anyway, so I was supposed to take it up there, go see my friend, talk to my friend, and she was gonna fly up there, pick it up, and drive it
Początkowo
back.
dobrze się krył. Twierdził, że pożyczał od Brittany różne rzeczy, jednak ich ilość stała się bardzo podejrzana. Twierdził, że pożyczał karty kredytowe, samochód i inne rzeczy. Jego wymówki stawały się coraz dziwniejsze. Wspominałem już, że Brittany była dobrą kobietą. Poznali się w księgarni Barnes & Noble. Joe wyglądał na zagubionego i przyznał, że nie ma gdzie mieszkać. Brittany zaproponowała mu dach nad głową. W zamian chciała tylko, by pomógł jej w jednej rzeczy. Przygotować nagranie na płytę DVD, które miało być dowodem w jej sprawie sądowej. To pokazuje, jak bardzo ufała obcemu człowiekowi, wierząc, że robi dobry uczynek.
Kind of for her to have a vacation, because her family lives on, as far as I know, in California, and she was gonna pick it up, drive it from Seattle down the coast on the 101 or whatever that highway is and see her family and treat it as a vacation. And I never heard from her once I got here. I never heard from her, like, so...
What was the plan? How was she supposed to call you? Did you have a phone at the time?
I had her cell phone.
Oh, you had her cell phone?
Yeah.
Okay, so she was supposed to call you on the cell phone?
Yeah, she was supposed to call me on the cell phone. And unfortunately, the cell phone died because I forgot to grab when I left, I didn't have the charger with me.
Gotcha.
But, long story, I figured she just something happened and she got pissed at me, and I'd also kind of screwed her over a little bit, so because I took some money and some jewelry, but
did she find out about that?
Yeah, I think so. I don't know.
So you don't know? She never confronted you about that?
I haven't talked to her about it since I had.
How much money did you take?
A couple $100.
Where's the first place that you had to stop for gas? You remember where the first place was?
No.
Remember what state you were in?
Well, it probably would have been North Carolina, I think.
Okay. How many cards did she provide you with? You said she let you use a debit card or something?
Credit card and a debit card.
Well, you said just one.
Well,
so what
I was only supposed to use the credit card, actually.
You were only supposed to use a credit card?
Yeah.
So why'd she let you have the debit card then?
Well, she didn't. That was kind of one of the things that I didn't even realize I had taken it until after I'd left.
Okay.
So,
yeah. So she obviously would have been upset had she known you had both, which she probably is upset.
Yeah, and then and then in Idaho, I got pulled over, and I actually thought because I hadn't heard from her or anything, and I hadn't called her, but I hadn't heard from her, and I got pulled over, and I was actually kind of worried because I didn't have an ID at the time. I had a driver's license, but I didn't have an ID. And my driver's license was in Indiana, and anyway, I was worried because I thought she might have called it in or something. That's why I thought I was getting pulled over at first, so I kind of freaked. But
well, how'd that go?
They let me go because I told them what was up. I was like, I'm just driving, well, actually I kind of fudged on it, but
well, what do you mean? What did you say?
I told them that I was staying with my aunt and she was in town, and I wasn't from around here, and that's why I was speeding, because the signs were all crazy, which was true. The signs were all crazy. It was 30-mile-per-hour speed zone, and I don't know. I'd been driving on the highway and I had a heavy foot, and anyway,
right.
Cop gave me a break, so I left and crashed out for the night, and then took off and went back and continued on to Seattle, where I came here.
All right. Did you stop anywhere else and use the
Początkowo
car?
mężczyzna zeznawał, że fakt przekroczył prędkość i kradł, na tym zakończył temat, a nawet chciał rozmawiać z prawnikiem. Jednak detektywi podeszli go i w końcu zaczął mówić coś więcej.
Yeah.
Car theft is one thing. Why is my bounty so high?
It's a good question. I was hoping you can answer that for me. The warrant's out of Florida.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously it's concerning that it's that high.
Yeah.
I was hoping that maybe you could shed some light on maybe there's something more to the story than just that. I don't know. I mean, is there something else you stole from her that is more important than a car? I mean...
No. As far as I know, just the car and the jewelry and the cards.
Right. But one of them, you said she let you use.
Yeah.
She let you use one of them, but she didn't know about the other one, right?
I think I should probably get a lawyer.
You think you probably should?
Yeah, I think I need to talk to a lawyer, because I don't know where this is going. obviously something you guys aren't telling me. And yeah.
I'm not sure what you mean by that, but
Okay. Well, can I talk to a lawyer? I mean,
absolutely, that's your right.
Awesome.
But do you want to? Is there anything that we can help you out with as far as getting in touch with your family? Would you like to talk to your aunt at any point in the near future?
I mean, yeah, I guess I did see my grandmother was in the courtroom today.
Well, good. That's good.
Which I had no idea how she found out about all this, but
well, listen, because you said you want to talk to an attorney, you're a smart guy, and you know I'm not going to ask you any more questions about the case. But I do want to tell you, your family's very worried about you, and they do want to talk to you. And you and I know that there's much more to this. And we were here to give you the opportunity to tell us what really happened. Because you and I both know that there's a lot more that happened. And we already pretty much know what happened. A lot of times, the reason we exist in investigations is to get the other side of the story. So that if this was a simple mistake, or somebody, acted out in rage because somebody else did something wrong in self-defense, so to speak, then that's a totally different story than somebody acting out because they wanted to act out, if you understand what I'm saying. There's a difference between somebody that meant to do something and somebody that didn't mean to do something. That's all I'm saying. So just keep in mind that in order for us to talk again, you've got to ask to talk to me.
Okay. Well,
because there's a...
And I appreciate you saying that, and yeah, I mean, let's just say, I need to know my options before I come back to you.
Of course, I understand.
Okay.
And I'd do the same thing if I was in your position. But just remember, you have to ask to talk to me.
Okay.
I can't come and see you, no matter what. So you've got to ask to talk to me if you want to talk to me. And know that there's a lot more that we can talk about. And you know exactly what I'm saying. And all I was here for was to make sure that this wasn't, you weren't some monster, but that this was a big accident. That's all we were here for.
Okay.
All right. Fair enough.
Yeah.
Would you do you want to talk to your aunt before I leave? Do you want me to get you on the phone with her?
Yeah, sure.
Do we get cell reception in here? On your mind?
I don't think you guys have control over anything else. I mean, I don't know.
Well, obviously, I can't make promises.
I know.
But I mean, you're intelligent. You know how the game is played. Obviously, cooperation means a lot when someone thinks about whether somebody's a monster or whether there's somebody that made a mistake.
Right.
And simply put, that's what it is.
Well, and I'll tell you this: I made a huge mistake. I don't know. I don't know how it happened. I don't know why it happened. I don't even really remember it. I freaked out, and I ran. I was gonna leave the country. I was gonna jet, and I got here, and I decided I'd stop and sit here for a second and decide what to do. And to be honest, I was gonna turn myself in here about a month. I kind of happened a little early, but because
we all make mistakes in life. All of us do. I've made my share. George has made his share. And hey, some mistakes are a little bigger than others, but I mean,
we're human beings, is what he's trying to say. Remember that. At the end of the day, we're all human beings. We're all the same.
Right.
And,
but yeah,
and we pretty much know what happened, But
okay. Well,
what actually occurred that
I don't honestly know. I know I was extremely angry. I know I was really upset. I knew that my gut was telling me to leave because I was so upset with how things were going and with just the way I was being treated or the way I was perceived being. Anyway.
Listen, we know Brittany wasn't any.
She wasn't an angel. We know that.
We know that.
Okay.
So trust me, we're very aware of her side of this.
I don't know. Tuesday night we got in an argument basically, and I was so, and she wouldn't shut up about the stupid court case that she had to go to, and I'm talking when she wouldn't shut up about it. She would not.
She was obsessed with it.
Obsessed with it to the point where that's all she would ever talk about.
That was her life.
Exactly. And she wanted me to make these videos for her evidence, so that she could get this restraining order. And I did that. I did it a number of times. And that night she came, and I was supposed to go with her the next day to court. And that night she came to me again and said, "Hey, I need you to do these videos up for me again and make me 2 DVDs. I was like, okay. We got in an argument about something else. I don't really remember anymore exactly the details of it. But long story short, I was pissed, but I said, all right, I'll make you the DVDs. She was pissed. She was like, well, I don't want you to come with me tomorrow. And I was like, fine, great. And, I went in my room and I watched whatever and I did whatever and I stayed up late. But I made the DVDs and I left them out on the counter. Well, actually, I left one out on the counter. I left both of them out on the counter. Anyway, I went to sleep and I remember waking up, and it must have been early. And I remember waking up and hearing her go off about something, and I don't really remember much after that. And then I remember standing over her, and she's dead, and there's blood everywhere. And
we'll take a deep breath for a minute and think about the part that you're leaving out, like how she ended up on the floor with blood all over her. I mean, how did that happen?
Honestly, guys, I don't really remember. I don't know. I remember waking up and hearing her go off about no names on the DVDs, and I came out and I was yelling at her, calling her an ungrateful bitch, and then I picked up something and I hit her.
Do you know what it was that you picked up?
Hammer, I think.
How many times did you hit her?
I don't know, too many.
Did she run?
I don't remember.
Well, you're starting to remember. You're remembering a lot.
Just take your time. It's gonna be difficult, to remember, because your mind wants to block it out, and you just have to kind of try to concentrate and take your time and think about it. Where did it happen at in the house?
It was like the kitchen area, kind of.
Okay.
Living room, or like,
Yeah.
I guess actually like right where the computer area was.
Okay, yeah, right in that area.
Yeah.
So in that front room by the front door, sort of.
Yeah, that
I got you.
hallway.
Okay.
Are you sure that it was a hammer?
Yeah.
How many times do you think you hit her with it? More than once?
Yeah.
More than 3 times?
Probably like 5, maybe. I don't know.
Where? In the head, body?
Head.
Was she able to run at all? Did she get outside at some point?
No.
Okay.
No, she just.
So after that happens and you said all of a sudden you're standing there and she's on the floor and she's got blood all over her.
Yeah, I know there's a piece missing. I don't know what happened, man. I honestly don't, because there was blood everywhere. And when I say everywhere, I mean it was all over the place.
Well, the biggest glaring question I'm sure you know I want to know is, where is she?
Okay, I can, not exact location. I can give you general spot.
That's a start.
Alright, you know where you have a piece of paper and a pencil?
Yeah.
That would make life easy. I'm sorry, everything. Alright, this is 312. I haven't been there in a little while, so.
Alright.
This is that SR 217, I think.
207?
207, something like
The
that.
one where the San Augustine record's at?
Yeah, there's like the record's right here, and the
Apartment complex and a kangaroo store.
kangaroo's sitting right here, and apartment complex is right there. Okay. Go up this road, and there was a sign. I mean, there's basically here's the kangaroo, and then there's like back here there's a road that runs here, but they're like dirt roads or something, right?
Okay.
And there's another one. There's another dirt road, and then the dirt road you want is the one that has this arrow in front of it, and it actually has a left-hand turn lane, but it doesn't have. There's nothing there. It's all it is a dirt road that goes back into the thing.
It's before. Do you know where?
It's before.
Mężczyzna przyznał się w trakcie przesłuchania. Powiedział, że kobieta obudziła go rano niezadowolona z płyty DVD, którą przygotował. Między nimi doszło do sprzeczki. W złości użył młotka, uderzając ją wielokrotnie w głowę. Potem próbował ukryć zwłoki, planując pierwotnie ukrycie w domu, ale ostatecznie wrzucił ciało w las. Policja odnalazła ciało w zaroślach niedaleko drogi stanowej z wyraźnymi śladami obrażeń głowy. W 2014 roku Joe Roberts przyznał się do morderstwa drugiego stopnia i został skazany na 30 lat pozbawienia wolności. Ta sprawa pokazuje, jak łatwo dobroć i chęć mogą zostać wykorzystane przez niebezpieczną osobę. Brittany Tavar chciała zrobić coś dobrego, dać dom komuś, kto go nie miał. Niestety zapłaciła za tą najwyższą cenę. Dajcie znać w komentarzu, co wy o tej sprawie myślicie, i słyszymy się w kolejnych odcinkach. Trzymajcie się. Cześć.